Fredericks of Transport and Omnibus Workers Union. I'm the National Sector Chairperson.
I'm Semi Ramalope. I'm the President of Derisano Transport and Services Workers Union, known as TASO.
My name is Ivan Jim. I'm NUMSA General Secretary.
My name is Solomon Matlangu. I'm a SATAO National Coordinator.
Nkosi NUMSA.
Gideon Maleka, SATAO.
Temba Janji, I'm NUMSA, Sector National Chairperson.
Thank you. Okay, so of course you are here as media to get an update on the latest on the bus strike. I will ask Comrade Ivan Jim to please lead that process. Thereafter we will have a round of questions and then we'll take it from there. Comrade Jim.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. I think I should join Pagamile for tendering an apology to the journalists this afternoon. This press conference was supposed to resume at 3. I must say that we have got a huge difficulty in our hands. Basically, we received an offer yesterday, which we were forced to take to our members before we can announce it. It's an offer of 9% for the first year, 8% for the second year. All other sticky issues, such as the night shift allowance, such as the dual driver, such as the insourcing, those matters are taken to a task team. And basically, we ensured that there is a wording that enable us as unions that are in this strike to be able to, in case we do not reach an agreement, we can embark on a legal action or take those matters to court. We had to go back to our members, for our members to give us a mandate about the future of this strike. And I must communicate that the difficulty we confronted with now is the difficulty of us being plunged by employers. In that traditionally in this sector, once there is a settlement, employers would agree to backdate such an increase from the 1st of April in this case. The backdate, which is the sticky issue now, is supposed to be on the 1st of April. Generally, we can say that workers are in agreement with the offer on the table. However, as things stand, workers in their majority are very resolute and very firm that they want the back pay to be paid on the 1st of April. We delayed this press conference. Today we're supposed to announce an end of the strike. However, we are not in a position to do so. We have communicated to the employers to say, can they come to the party and basically come up with an agreement with us on the back pay for workers. And they have been debating among themselves this afternoon, which is why we delayed. From this press conference, we will be communicating with them, looking as to whether are they willing to move. And at the same time, we will also have thorough discussion with our members on this question, where in majority of the unions, I think we're receiving some different signals, some workers of the view that maybe we should settle, but the majority of workers are saying, look, we want the back pay, which places us in a very difficult situation to just end the strike of workers without workers having considered. So we got a difficult task in our hand. That task is to push employers to pay the back pay over this, to agree to pay the back pay over this weekend. And secondly, we will also be engaging with our members to see whether they can be persuaded differently. As things stand, that's where things are. I'm not sure whether I'm leaving out anything.
No, you've covered all the things there.
Okay. All right. Do I have a round of questions from anyone, please? And then as you ask your question, please give me your name and the name of your media house. Thank you, Griselda.
Good afternoon, it's Griselda Lewis from SABC Television. Just a clarity again, given all the negotiations that have taken place, the employer, The employer is still wanting to date back until when, given that you are asking for the 1st of April. And, I think of greater concern now, as we've been speaking to those who are affected within the sector, it really is, I guess, a cry for help from those within the bus sector. I mean, they've not been paid. It's been a long time now. And I guess, what would the next option be then if the employer does not seem to budge on this particular aspect? On the other issue of the other outstanding issues, the dual drivers, where does that stand? Is that one of the issues that has been referred to the task team? And how many days has been given to address that issue? Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay. Comrade Jess, I don't know if you want to take
Well, I think the issue about the back pay, we expect employers to pay is from the 1st of April this year. In other words, the settlement we're receiving, we're saying they must pay it from the 1st of April. Because traditionally, that's what has been a custom and practice in this sector and across all various sectors. And in our view, this attitude that has been endorsed by employers is provocative and, to be honest, completely not sensitive to our communities that are affected, let alone how it is got a serious creating of an anger to workers who are already losers, to the extent that there's no work, no pay on the sacrifice that they are doing. And some people can take calculators, for instance, which is also another big challenge, to say if you, which is the current status position of employers in relation to this, is that if we were signing today, it would have meant that this increase will only be effective from today. And some people pick up their calculators, they say, you're saying you're giving us 9%, but that's not really a 9% if you're looking at if employers are not back paying, which create all sorts of problems for this particular settlement. So that's that's why there's a sticky issue in relation to the backdating. What is the next option? Well, we're saying the next option is for employers to stop being greedy, just to accept that they must give workers this back pay amount of money. It's not. We're talking about 17 days. You want to plunge the whole industry. Well, it's only 17 days that we're talking about. And to be honest, not all workers will necessarily benefit out of this, which is why we're saying we're going to have a very serious debate with employers to come on board, that this is just cheeky, this is just silly, this is like a kind of a bashing attitude towards workers. And if we need stability in the industry, this kind of an attitude, it is completely unnecessary and it is not needed. I think you raise an issue around other outstanding issues. Well, let's take the issue about the night shift. The night shift is a big issue for us. And we have done everything to persuade employers. Is about contracting out of BCEA, which basically grant workers the right to be paid a night shift allowance when they work in the evenings. And they're refusing to do that. And they would have been in the past argue that one or two unions would have signed and contracted out. But as things stand, as you see, I think one of the things that we are celebrating is the fact that all unions in this sector, NUMSA, SATAU, and all unions that are here, we stood together in the interest of saying enough is enough.